Welcome back to Dr. Gina Primetime. Critical race theory being pushed upon our children, and whether you know it or not, it's probably in your children's school. But some parents are standing up and saying, heck no, keep that racist stuff away from my children. And some parents and children are coming up with some really creative ways to oppose this theory, like this particular TikTok video.
Daddy teaches you can be anything in this world that you want to be, right? Don't Daddy teach you that?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're black or white or any color.
Doesn't matter if you're black, white, brown, yellow, right?
Black.
And how we treat people is based on who they are and not what color they are.
And if they're nice and smart.
See, this is how children think right here. Critical race theory wants to end that. Not with my children. It's not gonna happen. My baby's gonna know that no matter what she wants to be in life, all she has to do is work hard, and she can become that.
Work hard, even though you don't know anyone. You can make friends.
Yeah, you can make friends, no matter what color they are. So we need to stop CRT, period, point blank. Children do not see skin color, man. They love everybody. If they're good people, they love them.
We pray for people that are hurt.
That is just my favorite all-time video. Even the Bacon Dog video doesn't come close to that video. The way that royalty does two things, says you can make friends, and the way she looks up at her dad when he says CRT, like, why would anyone push that on me? I just love it. And the stars of that video are here with us now, Kory and royalty Yeshua. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
You are just a beautiful little father and daughter set. I cannot tell you how honored I am. Kory, I want to start with you. What prompted you? You're risking a lot here. People who come out politically on things like this, they lose friends, they lose jobs, sometimes worse. Why did you decide to do this?
Well, I think our children's futures are more important. And the way I see things going in America, I decided it was time to speak up and actually involve my daughter in the video. I was doing videos before, and I would get criticized on certain things if I came out, against certain things like BLM or, anything like that. And I decided to add my daughter on this video because there was an incident at her school, and they showed her a video about segregation. There was like a water fountain, and it showed whites only, and then my daughter came to me and said, Daddy, why couldn't the white kid play with the black kid? That was one of the incidents. And then I had parents sending me things about different curriculums, the critical race theory curriculums, and I just decided to speak out.
And royalty, I want to ask you, when you saw that video, what did you think? What did you think when they started talking about these subjects that are really hard to think about for a girl your age? How old are you, first of all, royalty?
Yeah.
And what did you think when they started talking about these complicated adult topics?
Weird.
Yeah, and that's a normal reaction for a kid your age. Kory, were you ready for them to start talking about these sorts of issues with your child?
No, I wasn't. And I don't even think that the principal knew about it beforehand, because when I spoke to him, he said he didn't know about it. So I think a lot of times the teachers introduce these things, without getting permission. And that's what happened in this case.
And you've had some loss in your family that I think also perhaps has lent itself to your level of courage, because I don't think this level of courage is frankly common with most parents who have a kid in school and don't like the way things are going. Talk to us about that, Kory.
Yes, I have a best friend in prison right now doing 15 years. I have a brother that was murdered about 4 or 5 months ago. I have another brother who overdosed on drugs, and seeing these things that go on in our community and things not changing, I felt like it was time to speak up. I started learning, I learned from Thomas Sowell and Larry Elder, just watching them, reading their stuff, and it woke me up. You know, it gave me courage to speak out.
And you noticed that there were some commonalities about the horrors. And first of all, I'm so sorry that you've experienced all those losses, and I so admire that you turned that into something courageous and powerful, because courage is contagious. But you noticed there were some commonalities that you were seeing politically. Tell us about that.
Yeah, you mean like with the Democrat Party, and is that what you're speaking of?
So, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I did some digging, and I started to learn the history, right, of the Democrat Party, and how they were the party of segregation. They were the party who tried to stop every civil rights bill that there was. And, you know, they were the party of the KKK, you know, that was starting in the 1800s to stop black people from voting Republican. They actually killed black people and white people. So, yeah, man, I learned the history, and I made the connections, and I started to speak out because I'm tired of seeing my community look the way it has been looking, and it's been Democrat run decade after decade.
Yeah, and that makes so much sense. Royalty, I want to get back down to you, Princess. I want to hear from you. First of all, where did your name come from? Royalty, where did your name come from?
I knew she was gonna be a princess, so that's why I named her Royalty.
See, I knew that. I knew that. And Royalty, what did your friends think of what you've said on television? Have you had a chance to talk to your friends, sweetheart?
I talked to some of my friends about it because some of my friends don't believe.
Some of your friends disagree with you?
They don't believe. They don't believe her like that. You know, all this stuff is going on. That's what
some people believe me, but some people don't. In my class.
And are you okay with that? And you still want to be their friend, whether they disagree with you or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And what do you want to be when you grow up, Royalty?
An artist.
A nurse, because you are a lover and a nurturer and a princess. So those are all good traits for being
I said
a nurse.
an artist.
For sure. You what, pardon?
I said an artist.
An artist. You said an artist. Well, that's another great career where you can really bless people too. And I bet you will. Kory, one last question I have for you is, you know, God has now handed you this platform. I know you've had other platforms in your life. You've been a musician. You've done some amazing things. You've given up a lot for this platform. But God has handed you a really big audience now. What are you going to do with it?
I'm gonna continue to push forward. I'm gonna continue praying before I put my videos out and asking God to lead me on what He wants me to speak about next. You know, and waking people up, because keeping our children innocent is important. Keeping their minds innocent is important. Waking the minority communities up is important. And stopping people from pushing racism onto children is important. So I think those are going to be the main things that I go after. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who supported, everybody who sent messages and love. I appreciate you so much. Royalty appreciates you. And we love you guys.
Well, we sure appreciate you too. Royalty, did you have anything else you wanted to add, love? Are you all done? Or do you have anything else, sweetheart?
Thank you to everybody.
Oh, that's so nice. You are such a sweet, well-mannered girl. Well, God bless both of you. I hope He continues to bless the things that you put your hands to. And just thank you so much for being on the show. And certainly if there's anything we can do here at Real America's Voice to help get your message out there, and your life's work, you just don't ever hesitate to reach out. Thank you for taking the time to be on the show. I know you've done a ton of interviews today, and we're just so honored that you were with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
God bless.
Bye.
All right.